Hey, look, I got the right thing over there. Hello, 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 hello. I'm not hearing sound from the game. Did I turn the game sound down? Audio helps if I hit the audio button. Oh dear. I guess we have to reboot the game. Okay. I'll try that again, chat. You can see, by the way, the spreadsheet of Doom, Chaos, and Destruction. We've progressed beyond a simple notepad file that I would update anytime I made changes to the characters available for this show. And, well, let's just say I decided it was way easier to keep a spreadsheet in check in terms of remembering which number goes where. So all I have to do is change cells, add cells, delete cells, and it keeps the numbers. That's why the name, level, race, concept, episode are at the bottom, because that way the numbers above show the true numbers of what I'm rolling. There we go. Okay, now my headset is starting to act up, and I'm getting kind of annoyed about that. I don't know. I did mention, by the way, in my post on social media that I have a new trackball. Unfortunately, I had to get a new trackball because the old one... well, actually, the one that I was using was fine. The one I use on my work computer, not so much. The actual scroll wheel, the tracking on how it keeps an eye on what the scroll wheel is doing has gone kerflooey, and I've tried reinstalling everything, cleaning the damn thing out, everything, and nothing I would do would fix it. So I said, fuck it, bought a new trackball. For once, for many years, I've used Logitech trackballs. I've gone with a different brand. It's called TechNet. They spell tech with a K, T-E-C-K. Because TechNet, T-E-C-H-N-E-T, is a group of characters from the old Excalibur comic book series. So this one is a bit of a different design, so I'm not quite used to it yet, by any stretch of the imagination. It's got fancier things. Also, it's got LED lights in it. Look at that. Ooh. It can run off of USB. It can run off of Bluetooth. It charges through USB. It's rechargeable. It doesn't have a battery in it, which I kind of like, kind of don't like. But it do be what it do be. I'm also needing to post in the official DDO Discord after I get myself some caffeine. Holy shit. It's been a very long day. I have been awake since 6:45, so 14 hours. I'm tired. Okay, let me post in Discord that I'm streaming. Get some folks in here. Latest episode of Let the Dice Decide. Oh, that was nice. It didn't do the preview for my stream. That's wonderful. Oh well, the link is there. People can roll in if they would like. How is Kat? Hi, Isotope. How you doing? Hi, Montflair. She is currently sitting in the window, not biting the shit out of her onesie, or trying to get out of her onesie. Let me bring chat down here so I'm not craning my neck to talk to you all. She's still a bit wobbly. I'm actually a little concerned because when she spazzed out about the onesie, once I actually managed to get her in the onesie, she was very displeased about that. She was kind of writhing around, and I'm concerned she may have ruptured her suture. Now she's looking at me because I have treats. So I'm using the treats as a bribe of her good behavior. The room is actually closed. The other cats are not in here. For first couple of days, she is going to, she's gonna be mostly by herself, with me. She will not be allowed to go running up and down the stairs for a couple of days. Not happening. At least if I can avoid it. She has already decided she's going to jump up on the chair and onto the table and onto the back of the other chair and up onto the table and climb up on my computer and then go into the window, which is where she is right now. I'm letting her chill where she is because she's not causing a fuss and she seems to be okay and happy. According to Dr. Lisa, who is the surgeon who did the work, she came through it with flying colors. But of course, she is the extreme spicy cat, so they had a lot of fun getting her under anesthesia. However, they did take the opportunity at my request to trim her claws, which proved to be a very wise decision, because now it's like getting, you know, scratched by human fingernails versus... So, that was nice. And I also need to remember who was the last character I played in this show. Let me check out my full playlist. That would be Star Phoenix. So the tradition on Let the Dice Decide is I log into the last character I played and do the roll there. Now, for the past couple of shows, the roll has been 1d34. But as you can see from the spreadsheet right above my head, we're going to be rolling 1d38. So that's fun. Why do I have a silver roll available? Did I not do my silver roll earlier today? Hold. I never did my silver or my gold rolls on... Well, shit. Well, we're doing that right now. Well, silver sucked. Big money, no whammies! Oh, man, that sucked both ways. Hey, Fofford! So, how did I manage to miss rolling on Silverdale today? Because I was on Silverdale? Shadowdale today. Because I was on there earlier today. Maybe I done fucked up, I don't know. Okay, let me throw these in here. And let's do our roll to see if we're playing again. The spreadsheet, we have 3 editions and 1 remove. No, we got 4 editions. Oh, right. I know why we have 4. 3 monks and an arcane trickster. So... hashtag blame Shrimp Tom. I wanted to play a couple of monks, but I didn't know what kind of monks I wanted to play, so I made a thrower monk, which means I'm going to really hate myself. I have not rolled yet. This is the character. Get that fucking thing off my screen. Now, honestly, this is why I posted a suggestion for people to get their shit, to get a mount suppressing field around Port Tad. Because I can't see the banker, and now I got a chunky boy trying to eat my face off. And I see somebody making, I'm guessing, a rogue based on Scanlan from Critical Role's, Critical Role thingy, the Mighty Nine, or whatever. Vox Machina. Anywho, So we have not rolled yet. I was talking about my cat who went to get her lady parts snipped out today. So she's in recovery. She's currently in the window, just looking out at the yard, which is I'm letting her be because she's peaceful and I don't want to stress her out anymore. She's already stressed out. That being said, I have added Silver Moon the Thrower Monk. Kite, the Tabaxi Trailblazer, who will be a stick monk. I've always wanted a Tabaxi Trailblazer to actually play, and that's a thing. And then finally, on the monk side, we added an ASMR. Yeah, there's an ASMR in here somewhere. What was her name? Bluebell. Bluebell, the ASMR Dragon Disciple. That's a lot of... See, here's... The reason I have a lot of characters is like I like to play various things, and I level so goddamn slow. So, like, somebody like Strimtom could play each one of these in the course of a month and be still playing the same character, and it would be fine. I don't have that option. I see a Storm Lost on my table now. She's sniffing her treat bag. You want a treat? You want a treat? You want a treat? I'll get you a treat. No, don't eat the card from packs. Here, have a treat. Come here, have a treat. This may actually be a stream thing I'll start doing is... Oh, she wanted the treat. Now, I'm supposed to not feed her. No, the last column is the episode the character appeared on. Because I don't want to have these characters, like, be on... within 10 episodes. So once I hit episode 10, if I happen to roll one that's already been played, I'll play them again. For where I left off. Oh, it's a Storm Lost. Or if I play the character normally on, like, my DDO stream... then I'll be wherever I left off on the DDO stream. Hi. Aww. There are two characters here that I can't actually play. At least I would have to switch over to Cormier to play them. But I'll be willing to play them if they roll. And that would be Thief, the Tabaxi Dark Hunter, and Winter, who is actually named Kiriana, who is my Eladrin Cold Druid over on Cormier. And... they will eventually, whenever the hell Standing Stone gives us 64-bit to 64-bit transfers, they're coming to Shadowdale. Again with the chunky boys. Alright, let me get out of here. I'm going to move over here. Out the way. Double checking. By the way, everybody, this is the last couple of days of the anniversary event. So, few things, housekeeping things. Get all of your characters to talk to this butthead here, or the version who's in the anniversary. And also, make sure you go down here to talk to Weaver in Training to get your D20 cloaks, because I don't believe Weaver in Training is staying around after the anniversary. So if you want spare D20 cloaks, you need to get off your butt and go down there and get it. And also, don't forget to go and... turn in your anniversary token to get your item of doom, chaos, and destruction. Obviously, this character got the quiver, because why not? So let's do our roll and see who we play. Alright, roll 1d38. 14. Ooh, Gemstone Silversmith. That is the character that I rolled... and used an autos box or two on them. Storm Lost, don't do that. You're gonna make me upset. She jumped from her box directly onto the floor. Rather than onto the chair and then onto the floor to kind of... whatever. Well, what... I only bought the improved epic autos box. I actually won the heroic one off of Cranberries. So that happened. But let's go hop on over to Gemstone. and see what we can do. So Gemstone is at level 32, so we can't go to play Lemortia with her. But we could probably play something like Sharn, Feywild. Well, Feywild will be super easy. And let me get this out of the way. I'm here. Bye. Alright. Game, let me log out. Thank you. It was worth. It was worth. And yes, I did make an arcane trickster called Talk to the Hand. The name Talk was available on Shadowdale, and I ran with it. Look at her. By the way, I like the little backpack she has. This is like the random gen loot she got as a rogue. It's an arcane trickster. That's kind of cool. But we're going to play Gemstone tonight. While Stormloss is like, I'm being friendly. I'm rubbing up against your leg. See, Gemstone is the one who earned the purple cloak thanks to the help of Mr. Voodoo Spice. Mr. Voodoo Spice was the one to help me get the hardcore Reaper cloak. Woo. Okay, so I've got my buff. I do need to... Well, I don't really need to do my guild buffs because I'm not going to be questing for 3 hours. Well, whatever. So if you haven't done this, do this. But let's go see what we can do on this character. Now, this is a Vanguard Fighter. So she basically... I actually really enjoyed playing the character. The only thing I really didn't enjoy quite so much is having to, blow through so many health pots. But a couple things about her is I managed to pick up an unbound copy of the Jeweled Cloak. It's now bound to this character, but for a defensive thing, this was amazing. Elemental resistance was good. The spell absorption, also good. Those two things were really, really good. And now I gave her the legendary Sir-Cross Topaz, and I'm not going to worry about the green slot right now. So, let's go see what level 32 stuff we can do, because there's a lot of content in here that we can still do. Let me arrange shit. So 32, I'd probably want to stop at Vecna in terms of stuff that I would play, because I don't think that she would be able to handle Myth Draenor necessarily. Maybe the Wilderness for sure, but the actual questing, not so much, and also for Lemortia, definitely not. So we have a lot of choices here. We could do... Ooh, I could do the Illithid quests. Probably on hard, though. What quest chain should I play with this character, kids? What do you want to see today? I'm open for discussions. I will note that this character has the Immortal Sun Flask as a swap item, and it's still got the Fae thing on it. That's hilarious. But for her weapon, she is using a Dino Bone weapon that has a sentient jewel in it and is basically kind of defensive with all of her stuff. And it's a Dwarven War Axe, so we're doing the whole Dwarven War Axe. And you can't see it because I have my overlay in the way. Too bad. For her 2 gemstones in it, she's got the Eye of Dolur and the Eye of Maybar. One cool thing about playing a fighter is I don't have to give a shit about alignment. I don't have to worry. I won't get like, oh, this gives you evil, so this will give you a negative level if you're good. And I'm like, I'm not good. I'm just mediocre. Chaotic neutral. So hell yeah. I only have to worry about lawful shit. She's currently wearing the North Wind outfit, which looked really cool, except for the cloak, because I earned that fucking cloak. And I love the ferrocrystal stuff, so that's why she's got ferrocrystal weapons. So, what would you like to see tonight? Throw something out there. Anybody? First come, first serve. As long as I know what's going on. We could go back to Isle of Dread. Speaking of Isle of Dread, I was reminded today that the campaign to give away those Isles of Dread Ultimate Editions that I have lurking around. I should probably get that done sooner rather than later. So I'm not going to be able to save one or both of them for a charity live stream marathon. I'm giving one away on my Sunday DDO stream and Monday right here, episode 10. We're going to have a lot of fun. So LS. Remind me what LS is again? See, I'm kind of like Cordovan coming back from vacation. I don't remember what all the acronyms are. Invitation to dinner. Next week then? Yeah, next week will be when the 2 giveaways are going to be, and they will be during DDO stream on Sunday night at 8, sometime during that stream, and then right here next Monday night. Hopefully with a kitty cat who's well on the road to recovery from her shenanigans. Oh, she came right back for this. See? Little treat. Little kitty cat. We might start doing that, actually. Is maybe make like a channel points thing. Is if you give a lot of channel points, then I give her a treat. But I would have to put a limit on how often that we would do that. We could do Sharn. That's my finger. Don't bite my finger. One thing, she also hasn't had food for the day, other than I did feed her some food but she didn't get fed while she was under and in the care of the vets. So I gave her food when she got home. And she also got a couple of pieces of the chicken I was having for dinner. A couple little pieces of that. What did you just like? Okay, there you go. It's right on your paw. Right on your paw. I might just roll to see what we play tonight. We could do some Sharn. Well, Sharn annoys me because I dislike that one voice actor so much. We got Feywild. We got more Isle of Dread. We can do more Isle of Dread, though. See how this character stacks up against, what's his face? Stonejaw. Stormlost wants all the treats. You're in the way. I can't see around you, cat. Ooh, you know what we could do? We could do Saltmarsh and try to get the, where does the legendary Gold Curse dagger come from? Let's go look at them on the wiki. Well, there's an image of the stats for it. Aha, here's the... So it's the back to basics end chest, or you do it through crafting. No. If you get the basic, or you get the regular one. Hi, Stormlust. Hi, kitten cat. She's wearing a onesie right now, and she really... Well, she's not fighting about it right now anymore. Oh, she found this, though. She wants that. I'm trying to be careful not to hold it up too high. I understand that's, out of your guys' view. But I don't want her to stretch up. Okay. Go up into the window again. Don't turn the computer off, please. Come here, Stormlost. Stormlost. Stormlost, come here. Hey, come here. Meow. Okay. I was asked not to make sure that she didn't get the zoomies, so she doesn't have a long runway. That's why she's here in the office with me. And tonight, she'll sleep upstairs in the bedroom with me, and I'll have the door closed so she won't be able to go anywhere. You know, I'm kind of thinking dinosaurs. I think I want to go back and play with dinosaurs, but I also kind of want to play, Back to Basics. Okay, so Back to Basics is that one. I actually kind of like that quest. We'll do that one in Saltmarsh real quick. See what happens. See if my little loot buff will get me somewhere. And then we'll see. Alright, let's go to Saltmarsh. I'm still getting used to the feel of this new trackball, though. Saltmarsh. Here we go. Saltmarsh. Okay. So we did some Slayer deeds in here. Did a lot of the rare encounters. And the entire exploration stuff, which is what I always love doing. We're gonna go straight to the quest and do the quest, and then we'll see what's what. We're gonna need Froggo. Who's going bye-bye? I think the Scarecrow is gonna go bye-bye. I'm a fighter. You don't need to be a fighter. We want Froggo. Lom Slinger redeemed drop some knowledge. Give me a subject. Give me a subject to drop some knowledge on. I'm just actually just gonna swim across. I love how the butterfly wings actually flap when you're undergoing, like, Featherfall. Though I still wish they would borrow the water tech from Lotro. It would be so nice. Vikings. Okay. The football team's colors are purple and yellow. Their fan base shouts Skull. And I hope they lose every game when they're playing against my Buffalo Bills. Or playing a game that affects my Buffalo Bills. Unfortunately, I don't really know much about Vikings. I do know that, unfortunately, some unsavory individuals have decided Vikings are... oh, we're gonna do Vikings because those are white people. Roman Empire, it fell. Ooh, you know what? Chicken butt, we're going in on Reaper. We'll see how this character does on Reaper mode, because that's all this character has played before. Not all, but I played Invitation to Dinner on Epic Normal. Because I had to do, because the Reaper cloak, the Reaper gold mote was in Wrath of the Earth in Ravenloft. You had to do Ravenloft, so I did Invitation to Dinner on normal. But yeah, we did. This basically means we ran these two on Reaper just to grind the hell out of things. But I ran the rest of that. Yeah, I played it safe. I played it super safe. How dare the Vikings make you wait? Well, yeah, that's a whole thing. That certain segments of a certain right side culture, right as in the opposite of left, have decided that the Vikings are their original people or some stupid shit. Okay. I'm gonna pop up the map where everything is, because I don't remember where everything is in this one. Okay, so we are there. And this is the door we're trying to open.
The room beyond the barrier looks strangely clean and well furnished for a tower that's supposed to be abandoned.
One cool thing about playing a fighter is I don't have to worry about buffing anything. That's so nice. Buffs, don't need them. Let me tell you how you hard side eye the Viking bros with the side shave haircuts, which are ahistorical, of course, and the Mjolnir pendants at the fair until they open their mouths and prove they're cool. They also wore bright goddamn colors, not the rolled in the mud 5 minutes ago stuff. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Let me grab this map and bring it down here so I can actually see it. Oh my god, that's so bright. It's so bright. So let's make this window a little bit smaller so it's not so bright. And actually, oh, Jesus. This is, I actually really like the quest map in Back to Basics. It's so good. It's really, really good. Okay, so we are... Alright, we're actually going to go this way. And we're going to have Froggo dandle the traps that are here. That he apparently isn't detecting. There, now he's detecting them. But he's not finding the damn trap box. Okay, so there's one trap box. What about second trap box? Okay, I need to not use my 10 key, which is the one I normally use. Okay, the other trap box is beyond the hidden door. So one of the cool things that you can do with rogues is sometimes you can have them find and use a trap box just by having the... Once they detect the danger, you just click their use button. And they find the trap box, except when he's being a butthead, like right now. Come on, Froggo. Don't be a dork. Don't be a dork. There we go. Remember to turn the hirelings back on. Okay. So there's actually a hidden door here. You can kind of see it. I don't think you can actually open it from this side. So we're not going to worry about it. We are, however, going down this hallway, then over here. I wonder, last week we played, oh, Reaper. We're all getting cursed over here. I curse ya! There we go. Get us some freaking, reses. Or not reses, but there we go. Group heals. Group heals. You will say Gustav Skarsgård proves he's not a lesser actor than his famous brothers. There you go. His dad was in Hunt for Red October. Their dad, I should say. Stellan Skarsgård was the Russian boat captain who was chasing down... He's like, oh, we're being sent to kill a friend. We're being sent to kill Ramirez. And he's the one who, you know, was playing chicken and lost. The one who blew himself up. Yep. That is indeed Stellan Skarsgård, aka Luthen from Andor. Oh no, I can't do any turning of undead on a fighter. Because I don't have any charisma. And you can't turn undead as a fighter unless you choose Exalted Angel in your Epic Destinies. And it's like, why? Stole every scene he was in. I burned my life to make the sunrise. I'll never see. Your daughter started to believe he's the same guy as the actor in Thor. She's only 11 though. And sometimes an actor will, even if you see their face, it's still difficult to identify them as themselves because they sink so far into their roles, right? Though I would have to say, as much as I love David Tennant, you know, he's my homie, I do kind of think that he's gotten to the point where it's always going to be David Tennant playing whatever role. I mean, he's very good at whatever role, but it's still David Tennant. Clairlys! Hope I said that right. Welcome in, Raiders. We're going to be doing a points giveaway later on, and next week I'm going to be giving away 2 Ultimate Editions of Isle of Dread. With the usual caveat, if you win and you already have Isle of Dread Ultimate on your account, you will not get new autos boxes.
Flameskull erupts out of the crypt.
Flameskulls can kiss my damn ass. Get back here. Another example, Jack Black. Yeah, Jack Black is for many years I knew who Tenacious D was. I didn't know who Jack Black was. I mean, I like Jack Black, but I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing him. Got a raid and run and food time? Hell yeah. What's for food? What meal of the day is it, and what are you having? You gotta hop at this. Tell us what the food's all about. It's a very important situation. Panzotti. Ooh, that sounds tasty. What the shit? Look at that! Does no good for this character at all. If I ever re-roll her to make her into somebody who could use a wisdom item. Pizza folded in half and deep fried. I can hear my arteries clogging in a glorious way. It sounds so good. Do enjoy. Hope it's as tasty as you've described. I had Kroger chicken for supper. I also had blueberries. I bought blueberries because why not? While I was waiting, they said, Storm Laws is ready to come pick up. She wasn't. I had to wait a little longer. And so I went over to Kroger, which is very nearby. And got me a little bit of food. Got a little bit of food.
A second flash of energy surges through the tunnels as another lever is pulled.
By the way, this voice actress, I keep banging on about this voice actress. This is Deborah Wilson. The fucking Deborah Wilson. Like, she's famous. And they got her to do this. This game, these developers. Okay, we're gonna open this door. We're gonna go down this hallway, and then we're gonna get turned back. Because... Oh, hello, ghouls. Voice actors have their own guild as well as being in SAG-AFTRA. I think actually they used to have a separate guild, but now they are in SAG-AFTRA as well. They got folded into it. There's a shrine in that room. Well, no, we're not in the right room for it yet. So, there's the way I was thinking about. We can't go in there yet. That's the end game room. So let's go all the way back. And we're gonna bang a left in the P room. Yeah, so this is actually one of the quest maps that for me is most fascinating. Because it's not drawn to look like a representation of the area. It's drawn to look like a tabletop map. And I find that terribly fascinating. Oh look, we have an ooze. One thing I do appreciate about the fighter, the dire charge, is I find it's a lot better than the paladin lead the charge. Okay. So there's a shrine in here. I don't need this shrine. I don't think the hirelings need a shrine yet either. No, this is the one that ain't got bad guys in it. And now we're gonna go over to this main room. So when SAG goes on strike, the voice actors go on strike as well. And voice actor strikes do affect video games. Like, that's why Star Wars The Old Republic has had no story of any super major consequence for like a year and a half practically. One might argue they haven't had major story in a while now. But they are talking up their soon coming, somewhat soon, sometime this year, they're going to do update 8.0. That's a huge milestone. Are these breakables under here? No, I don't think they are. No, they're not. But we want this. Yoink. You knew that Sam Riegel was in SAG-AFTRA. He's been in projects that uses his entire face aren't even critical role. Yeah. So some voice actors were already in SAG-AFTRA because they did on-camera work. Alright, we're gonna go back into the hallway, the J hallway. And your spooters, and suddenly spiders. There are a couple of Critical Role actors who have done work for, back in the day, Turbine, back before Critical Role was a thing. I think the biggest well-known one is Travis Willingham, and only because recently he did some he didn't do any new work for Standing Stone, but he had done a whole pile of work during his OG days back before Critical Role for like Stormreach questing, like low-level Stormreach stuff. And so what they did is when they repurposed that one quest in the Lord's March Bank for the Night Rebels, Lost Soul helps me not at all. It'd be nice if I could give it to like one of my dudes, but they can't unfortunately use Lost Souls. Very sad.
The sound of rushing water can be heard coming from the chamber ahead.
They had some other takes that he had done, other dialogue that had not been used, and they just repurposed those recordings. Plague Reaper. Okay, now you're supposed to just jump in here and it will whisk you away, but you could also jump across using that and go clear all this if you really wanted to. It's not really much of a point to do that now because we're gonna open up all of these and open up that chest and probably get nothing, and there's gonna be a door here that opens from the other side. So for now, we're gonna just fall into the water. The current. Wouldn't it be cool if Lotro could get current like this, yeah? Shit. Get back up there. Okay. So we are here. I keep wanting to use opportunity attack, but I only have like 2 charges on it, and I always use those charges. I might actually, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna move opportunity attack to like my 6 key or something. Maybe my 7 key. I mean, it's a really nice, nice attack, but I said but. And this opens the hallway back to that door back there. Where those traps are. So that's a good way to get back to the room we're trying to get to. So we're just going to open that door, and then we're going to go down and continue our questing in the other part of this thing. Alright, and there's other ways to get back to where we're going. I just like opening all the doors. That way we get the XP for the thing. And here's the lever that we need. The blue lever.
As the lever is pulled, the first sigil over the treasure room flares to life.
Okay, so we'll eventually come back to this room and then jump down there. But now we're at part of the water. Like, even if they had this texture on most of the water in the game, it would be so much nicer. This clearly is kind of the texture they stole from Lotro. Or Lotro stole from these guys, I don't know. It would be so much nicer if they had something on their glassy water in all those places.
You can hear voices echoing from the north. The second sigil over the treasure room blazes with light as the lever activates.
So if you go hang out with these smuggler deckhands and you're hanging out with an Australian, we know what Fawford would sound like if he said deckhand. Whoops. It would sound more like dick hand. It does. Come on, Froggo, find the thing. Thank you. Sounds cool for sure.
Slides open. Voices can be heard from further inside the cave.
Probably gonna have some ice cream or something later, or maybe actually something good. But you know what I could do? Normally, occasionally when I get ice cream, I get magic shell to put on top of it because magic shell is awesome. But I stopped getting that recently when I got ice cream. It's like, I got enough chocolate in this. Unlike our dear friend Eldaleth, there is such a thing as enough chocolate. Right?
Captain of the smugglers collapses to the ground, dead.
But today... Ooh, a star fragment. I actually went and got... Smucker's does one called Unicorn. That's like, I guess, white chocolate or whatever, and sparkles and shit. And we're gonna try that to see if it's too sugary or if it's okay or not. Okay, so we cleared this entire lower area. So now we can swim back to the not fast part of the river. And we're gonna climb up these stairs. I'm gonna go over here and get the hires because we're gonna need them. Because there's bad guys. What? Bad guys? How dare there be bad guys? And how many times have I rolled right past the green lever and not opened the lever? Many a time.
And the barrier protecting the treasure room dissipates.
But I actually have, like, healthy food in the fridge as well. I might actually just have, like, some peas. And we'll make it unhealthy by putting a little butter on them.
Rest up. There's a lot we still have to do.
I don't need to rest up, but the hirelings do. While we're doing that, let's start our giveaway. Just type the word points in chat. And that will get you entered into the drawing. So next week we're going to have an Isle of Dread Ultimate Edition on tap. So that's going to be pretty hot. But this is for 100 DDO points. 100 DDO. Oh. Hey Brandon Wolf, how you doing? AKA one of my guildies. A friend from Devilor's community. Who I might have said, hey, we got this freaking cool ass code. Natural 20. Put it on your account. Put it on your alt account. Put it on your friend's account without signing into their account. Because, you know, account sharing is against TOS. Okay. Now, either I forgot one of the levers, Or I got them all and it just didn't announce it. But we got the treasure in the alternate treasure room. Chillin' got a new root arm last night. Hell yeah. Already is fun as hell. Ooh, Ring of the Kraken. Also can't use a charisma item. Or spell points or any of that shit. This game wants me to play a spellcaster on this character, kids. But she's a dwarf fighter. Okay, so again, we just use these to jump over here. And jump back over here. Road Racers in the house! This is Gonzalo and Amaref. I didn't say hi to Amaref earlier, my bad. Alright, is F open? It is open. We did it and it didn't tell us. That's fine. There are 2 ways into this room. And there is...
The mage stands defiantly
What?
at the top of the stairway. You're too late. Nothing can stop me now.
No, stop me now. I'm having a good time. Don't stop me. Da 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 da. La da 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 da. Man, I love that song so much. Queen had so many goddamn good songs back in the day.
As the mage falls to the ground.
Okay, does this door actually open now?
Below fades.
It did. So there is... what is in here, actually? Literally just... Oh, shrines. So if you needed shrines, here's some shrines for you. I always find it highly amusing when they put the shrines as the toilet paper rolls. That's always my favorite. All right, let's go see if we get... Oh, hold on. Let me check something. What's the UI setting again? It's class. Quest rewards based on class. Well, that obviously isn't been happening, so let's turn that off anyway. Why the hell not? Let's go. Let's beat up a nightmare.
The stench of brimstone hits you as the
I have that as a mount.
lets out a terrifying bray.
Hi, Stormlost. Hello, Kitty Catton. How are you? That's not fair. Oh, Albreth is up there. That's why you're there. I'm gonna stand out of the stupid. Okay, Stormlost is curled up on the back of the chair. This is a very agile horse. It must have some, like, rubber, sticky stuff on the bottom of his hooves. I'm hearing as my character is striking things, I'm hearing combat barks, voice acting that sounds suspiciously like my high elf champion hitting things with her swords. I'm just saying.
The nightmare force.
And it's toast.
Flames flicker out. Now, to tell the
Big money,
villagers
no
of what we
whammies! And, well, we got those. And we got another one of those. That's kind of nice. But not what I came here for. So what expansion should I play next? I just was farming for the Gold Curse Dagger, just for giggles. But we could do some more Saltmarsh, or we could go do Feywild, or we could go do...
stands crumbling on the hillside. The upper floors have long since collapsed. The stairs lead down into the dark.
Into the dark. Let's see if what's-her-face is down here. I don't think she's home. Nope, doesn't look like she's home. Alright, let's bounce to save our cooldowns, our little timers. Storm Loss is so pretty. Okay. Let's go clean our bangs out. So I was thinking going back to Isle of Dread, playing with dinosaurs. Kind of picking up where I left off last night, but with a different character, so we're not going to do all the same quests as before. We're going to keep that. And we're going to keep that. And we're going to hang on to all of those. Apparently I don't have a filigree bag on this character. So we're going to put those in the bank. Sell all that crap. Hold on. What do I have? Let's see. That might actually be useful. Do I have a constitution item? Is a good question. I actually like the appearance of the plate mail of the Barovian Lord. If you look it up on the wiki, it's blue. Dodge, passive constitution. Stunning, armor piercing. Insightful constitution. Natural armor. Oh my god, I don't have any boots on? What the fuck? How do I not have boots on? Okay, so I have a constitution 14 item, so I don't need this hardy thing of false life. Alrighty, we're fine. Alright, let's go. Why do I not have boots on? What the shit? Well, let's see if I can go find any boots in the vault. Let's throw this in here. Throw that in there. Throw these in here. I mean, at this point, and I don't have a belt either. What the fuck? How do I not have those two pieces? Okay, well, even that's better than nothing. I know I have better stuff, though. Let me look in here. Aha. The strength 15 would be good. Hello. Stunning, vertigo, deadly, mythic belt boost. Mythic belt boost. Mythic belt boost. I'll grab that. So this is a strength build. So getting strength is a good idea. Let me see what this does to my strength here. Hold, please. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Versus this one where I have some of these other things. See, I have a stunning there. I'm looking for a vertigo. Well, there's an accuracy on the goggles. Looking for deadly someplace. So that could give me a couple of things that I don't already have. So but I'm honestly thinking the strength will do me better than... I actually gain more spell fight because of the vitality versus the extra point of constitution. But man, the jump in strength is really good. And getting a yellow slot. Not that I have anything to put in there. It's not on this character. Let's grab that. We'll lose a few hit points, but I do like the way better strength, so that's going to increase my damage. So you can go back in there. Though a hardy belt of jump is funny. But let's see what we got for boots. Boots, feet. Okay. Let's double check and see if I'm in the main listing. Level 10, level 21, level 32. These I never took out of the vault. That one would actually be good for a fighter. But I think I have some better choices. These are always good. 30 swim. 30 sheltering. These are funny. Speed, combat mastery, sheltering, accuracy, deadly, and jump. Those are actually kind of good. Honestly, I don't have those anymore. Well, I have accuracy on my goggles. But it's not very good. And I'm using it as a yellow slot item. So, it's going to be a choice between the Legendary Crocodile Skin Boots and the Legendary Flightfoot Greaves. I'm liking the Reflex, because it is the only child who's waiting in the park. Oh, hang on. Why are people tagging me in the Signum Discord? Hold, please. Did somebody post all over the place? Making more channels to talk about things. Alright, we're gonna alphabetize shit because that's how we roll. Honestly, if I were to put these in the correct order, yeah, we're gonna make things alphabetically correct. S goes down here. There, everything. Alright, there's that. Sorry, doing a little bit of work. Alright, so what do you think, chat? Crocodile skin boots or flightfoot greaves? We're going to get freedom of movement either way, which is really nice. One's going to get us speed, though, which I don't believe I have anywhere else. Because I don't yet have the thing on my quiver to let me go fast. Both are good, I know, right? It's hard to choose. Let me make sure they don't have speed on something else. Okay, I don't have speed on anything else right now, so this will help me go faster. Must go fast, must go fast. I think we'll go with the flightfoot greaves. Must go fast. Until I find something else to give me a speed boost, because again, I don't have the thing on my thing. Okay, this is the point where I feel like a closet lady because everything is so complicated. Yeah, it is complicated. Everything's so complicated. Stormlost is sleeping. At least she's not fighting having a onesie on. Though I do have to divest her of it earlier or later because I do want to check on her wound. 2 of us in chat sporting the NASA badge. Hell yeah. I mean, I can too if I really wanted to. There's my chat badges. Because I'm actually not looking at my normal list. I can't see. But yeah, I also have the NASA badge. I was watching it this afternoon. And my god, isn't it nice having scientists that are eloquent? Or isn't it nice listening to people who understand the emotion of the moment and speak well during the moment? Okay. What are we going to play next, kids? Are we going to continue playing Saltmarsh? Someone called the pit competence porn, and honestly, it's kind of that too. Yeah. Wouldn't it be nice to have more competent people in the universe? Alright, let's get back to finding stuff to play. Again, we're going no higher than Vecna. So we can do the Vecna stuff. There's a lot of good stuff you can get out of Vecna as well. And yes, there is a quest called Kill 10 Rats. It's a fun little quest. We're not doing undermine. No. All hail the king. I only like doing all hail the king if I have dispel magic in my party somehow. Because there's a whole wing that you can't do unless you can dispel magic. But I did say I wanted to go see if how this character stacked up with Stonejaw. So let's go to Isle of Dread. Let's go to Isle of Dread. Why am I mounting up? Because I'm an idiot. Alright. Let's go play with dinosaurs because that's fun. By the way, I appreciate y'all being here this evening. Hope to have a good turnout for future streams as well. Especially next week. Next week's gonna be the giveaway porn. I'm never gonna call it that again. I'll go to Crab Island. So for this character, because she's a dwarf fighter, it felt appropriate to use the Resolute title or Sentient Jewel, the one that sounds like a drill sergeant. It just felt right, you know? Yeah, you're not talking to me because I got these things out of order, so fuck you. We'll still get his rewards afterwards. So we'll do other quests than the ones I did on DDO stream yesterday. Get a bit of variety, a little bit of spice in our life, and we will run on Reaper. Scythemaw. Sorry, Scythemaw is not getting dealt with today. I'm not taking your quest, Foxpaw. Not today, Satan. We did tar pits yesterday. So we're not going to do that one again. Let's get our saga. Thank you. Alright. Let's go do the thing. Again, we'll follow the same path to the rares. I think I did actually do it. Did I do Isle of Dread on this character? Leveling up. I apparently did a hell of a lot of Slayer deeds here, so we'll see how this goes. Let's go see if Daggermouth is home. Looks like she is indeed home.
We both know this will end in violence. Ready, soldier?
Dino Bone Ring. Don't get a thing on it though. That's kind of bite. Kind of bites a little bit. Alright, let's see if Snappy Boy is down here. I'm not gonna worry. Oh, apparently I did the two. Oh, Snappy Boy is home. Alright, let's go.
get weighed down. Fast legs feed the wolf.
That doesn't help me. That's okay. Eventually I'll get a character that can use transmute DCs. Alright. Bronzy Boy is up. Okay. Next, we'll see if the mummy is home. Sadly, doesn't come with the Brendan Fraser movie. We are sad about this. Though, I'll be honest, I've never seen the mummy. I should watch it because one of my favorite Star Trek actors is in it. No mummy for us today. Are you my mummy? Okay, we have a stone jaw. Alright, let's get everybody over here. We're all here? Okay. Now, we're gonna use the same technique we used yesterday. Basically just gonna try to stay under him. But this character can't heal herself, so well, she can. I mean, I do have, I'm gonna put my, pots back on the thing. This will be the first time that I play a character fighting this, this rare. It's purple rare. Where I did not have, like, a major heal, like a paladin or a cleric or somebody who does a lot of self-heals. So this will be unusual for me. Now, so far, we seem to be doing okay, but that's the rule of DDO. You do okay until you're not doing okay. But this is also one of the reasons why I run with 3 healing hires. Rana, of course, stays out of trouble. She's way the hell over there. She's doing her thing. Ow. So that's really the secret. That roar is normally supposed to do a lot of damage, but if you stand under him, he misses you. Oh, I've heard it's a great movie. I mean, it's a cult classic now. And going back to Star Trek, can we all be pissed off that the shittin' haters helped the dicks in charge at Paramount to cancel Star Trek Academy or Starfleet Academy? That was such a good show. Are those hirelings from the expansion packs? Yes. Other than Albrecht Whalen, who you could just buy for plat, they're all from expansions. Like Froggo came from the Saltmarsh expansion. He's a rogue. He is the goat of rogues. There is a newer rogue that came from Vecna Unleashed, but even though she's higher level, I find that she's not as good as Froggo. The Raptor is Teal. He came from this expansion, actually. From Isle of Dread. He's pretty good because sometimes he can do a search. Like, you can have him do a search and sometimes he can find hidden doors for you, which is really nice if you don't need a trapper to unlock them. The Feywild Muse came from Fables of the Feywild. And the legendary version of the Feywild Muse is actually really good. Though most of his best stuff is stuff that you can't trigger manually, like in those hotbars over there. That he just has to be. He has other spells that he will cast that are not on that hotbar, like his resurrection and his Otto's irresistible dance. So it's really fun when you're fighting mobs and all of a sudden they start dancing because they've been CC'd by the Feywild Muse. Wow, that was pretty easy.
Ready, soldier?
And then Rana is from Myth Draenor. She is the goat. Legit goat. Hey, Dino Bone Gloves. No bonus on them. Well, what the shit. And Throwing Dagger, which is whatever. But the Black Pearls are going to be useful. So we'll grab those. And the reason Rana is so good is that she is a ranged healer. So she doesn't run up close in the melee and start attacking things. So when things get smushed in melee, she's off to the side doing her thing. And she can res people. She can do mass heals. She can also give you True Seeing. So which is... You were so happy when they added Myth Draenor, so let me ask you this. Are you up on the lore of D&D? Because I'll admit, I'm really not. And so sometimes I have less, like, when the game adds a new area or a new, module or whatever, I don't have any preconceived notions as to what I think it should be. So it's hard to disappoint me on the basis that, oh, it's not like the module that I know and loved and played 50 million times. And there's nothing wrong with knowing and loving the module and having played it. But it also means that you're very likely to have a mind's eye opinion of what that module should be like. And so there's always that risk with any sort of adaptation that it'll be disappointing if it isn't the way you wanted it to be, right?
Don't get weighed down.
Bone ring. Man. Alright. Let's go do the Editor Cap quest. This one, spiders and flies. This will be spicy.
Dense webs enshroud the base of this huge exotic tree.
I love the way this voice actor is huge. Raper 1, let's go. Evening, Ravenwolf. Point giveaways open. Just put the word points in chat. Join the party. The thing you played is Pools of Radiance back when it came out and loved the whole video game. Nice. There you go. And my bot does not announce that people entered the drawings because I find it actually kind of obnoxious. I love this voice actor. Oh, Jesus. We are dying badly. Rana, be the goat. Save us all. Ooh. Rana, save me. Come on, Rana. We have all perished. Okay, well, I'm not gonna cake my way through this character. We're just gonna release and go back and do it again. Oh shit. Korthos. Hi, Korthos. Let's go back to the Isle of Dread. Storm lost. She's having a well-deserved rest. So the only downside to having died in that is the simple fact that it means that I lose out on, oh, I didn't do your quest yet. I completed the quest. Let me go to the tavern and get some drinkins. I would like to trade. I would like to repair my gear too, please. Thank you. You've done that before when you need to bind your character anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna bind my character. We're gonna save that. Save all of this stuff. I think the throwing dagger is probably going to wind up becoming sentient food fodder. We'll find out. Alright, let's buy us some broccoli and some crispy bacon. Well, actually, no, I don't need the broccoli. But I do need the bacon. Bacon is the food of the gods. And get rid of the loot. Throw things. I was actually just thinking putting stuff in the bank while I was there. But we're waiting for the tavern regen to be done. There we go. So that's the first time this character has died. Ever. And this was my Reaper, hardcore Reaper character. Oops, that's bound to account, or bound to character, blah, 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 blah. Alright, this goes in there. This goes in there. This goes in here. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Also need to remember to do these. Okay. I do have my XP booster going. For another hour. I have a sovereign pot going. But then I have an excellent pot I can add on after it. Let's chuck that in the vault too. Ooh, I should put that in the 30s vault. Did I just do a stupid thing? Probably. Oh yeah, I just put all this crap in the 30s. Well, technically they're in the right spot. This, however, needs to go in the main folder. And so does this. Alright. Let's go back and try that quest again, only without dying. That first fight is generally kind of spicy. How? I'm gonna have ice cream after the stream, I think. Or not. Ice cream or real food? Let me actually reset this because we might get Stonejaw again. Let's see if we get Stonejaw on the way back to that quest. No dagger mouth this time, that's fine. No crab cakes this time. No bronze boy this time. Okay, we do have him up this time. You love flying through the air with the greatest of ease with the butterfly wings of flapping in the breeze? Alright. That works. Get out of the way. Get out of the way!
Don't get weighed down.
More gloves!
Feed the wolf, not a full backpack.
What the shit? It really wants to give me gloves. Alright. Let's go see if Stonejaw's home again. Stonejaw's not home this time. I'm bereft. Alright, let's get back to the quest that we were at. We did tar pits last time. Let's go see if the dire bear is up. I'm reminded that I have the name Dire on a couple of Lotro servers, and I really need to make one of Bjorning. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We'll see if Tree Leveler is up first and that other dude, the Ettercap dude. Before we jump back into the quest.
The base of this
Huge.
exotic tree.
Alright, no Ettercap dude. See, I think Isle of Dread's wilderness is just kind of the right size. It's big enough to run around in. That's not Tree Leveler. Alright, never mind. Let's do the quest. But you can still get to the rares pretty quickly. Versus Myth Draenor, admittedly... Oh, Storm lost. Hold on. Kitten cat, are you okay? I'm gonna jump in the quest so I'm out of danger. Everybody is active. I'm gonna check on the cat. Storm lost. You okay? Storm lost? Alright, hold on. How's the kitty doing post-surgery? Well, she just fell off the back of her chair, so hold on. I'm going to go fetch her and make sure she's okay. I'm going to turn off the webcam for just a sec. No, she was hating it a lot. Alright. She wants a treat, though. She definitely wants a treat. I'll give her a treat, and hopefully she'll curl up in the box. I need to not stop knocking them onto the ground, onto the table. She hasn't lost her appetite. I'm very happy about that. She hasn't lost her appetite. Another one. Now, I was told not to feed her as much as she normally gets. I'm trying to be good about it. I did gently feel her belly near where the incision is. Just to see if there was any, you know, liquid in the onesie. And it seems to be dry, so it doesn't seem to have torn anything. But you're such a good kitty. Yes, you are. So you get pets. You get cuddles when you want them. But it's not often. Alright. We get our group buff going on here. Let's see if we get our asses kicked this time.
The interior of this vast tree is obviously inhabited. Then the inhabitants are not pleased to see it.
We're doing better this time. Yeah, we survived this time. Much better. Storm lost? Storm lost? Part of the problem is she also likes to sleep on the chair next to me, in the the seat of the chair. But her favorite towel is in the wash because it went with her to the vet office, and when they tried to extract her from the carrier, she pissed on it. So, poor thing. She kind of freaked out. And you couldn't see it, and I'm not going to show you, but she had her forearm shaved off for the IV drip and whatnot, and for the meds. She did get some pain meds before she was released. And I have 3 more days worth of pain meds that she's going to start. Yeah. Well, she's a very spicy cat at the vet. She does not like going there anymore. Like, there is a very, very sweet older lady who is like one of their primary vet techs. And I always feel embarrassed and guilty. Because Stormlost is just hissing and being a little shit to this nice old lady. And I'm like, Stormlost, you need to be nicer to her. She's a very nice lady. Thankfully, the nice lady doesn't take any pins to it. Right? Okay. And I don't remember this one, so we're gonna do this one careful like.
The center of the tree has been transformed into a vast multi-level complex. Guards rush forward to stop your incursion.
It's more important to actually do the optionals and kill these dudes, and like do all the breakables for this. These spitters are the worst. Is there one up here? Yeah, well, there's the one here. There's the 2 here. Hi, guys. Now she's curled up in her box. Alright, we're gonna go down this optional hallway. We actually don't... Well, I do kind of care about what's down there because I need the optionals. Oh, shit, there's a Reaper. Very dead Reaper now. So there was something I glossed over on DDO stream last night that I could talk about a little bit more here. Because I know Standing Stone kind of doesn't want people talking about the notion of private or rogue servers. Mainly because there was a group of people who decided they hated Standing Stone so much that they were going to make a rogue server for Lotro. And I say fuck those people. So, so my personal theories on rogue servers, pirates, I call them pirate servers. Pirates not in a good way. Because there are 3 kinds of servers out there. Right? There's servers that are there for games that aren't up officially anymore. Like Star Wars Galaxies. Rogue servers for that. Then there's ones that are authorized private server. Well, not private servers because anybody can do their thing. And then the third one is the game is still up and running, but there's a private or a pirate server, a rogue server for that game. Either because somebody's like, I want my own version of this game because, and most of them start because it's like people want to do things differently than the developers. They think they know better than the developers.
No longer alone by the child.
And those are the ones I have the most problem with. I honestly don't mind a private or pirate server, a rogue server. I'm gonna say rogue server. A rogue server for a game that doesn't exist anymore. Like WildStar, I would play the fuck out of a rogue server. Because that game deserves to be back up. NCSoft, get your ass on that again.
Roused from their torpor, some of the spiders attack. The chimes soothe the spiders nearby.
Okay, well, we already killed all the spiders, so hey. Hello! So, something like a Star Wars Galaxy server, I'm like, okay, it would be nice to play one, because I never really played Star Wars Galaxies when it was out, but my sister was all over that shit. She actually won the first Player of the Month award that SOE did for SWG in the elder days.
You hear the restless shuffle of spiders nearby. Roused from their torpor, some of the spiders attack.
Well, we're done playing with the spooters. And so I can't be mad at like Star Wars Galaxies, you know, rogue servers, because it's like you can't play Star Wars Galaxies anymore, for real. Marvel Heroes is one that just came back in a rogue server. You can't play that shit anymore.
From their torpor, some
Make
of
sure
the
everybody's up
spiders
here.
attack.
Let's get everybody rested up. And so I'll probably be playing the Project Tahiti. Probably with my friend the Jungle Queen, who used to work on Marvel Heroes. There are actually some devs who want to play that damn game. But something like a World of Warcraft private server, a rogue server. I personally would only have done one after Cataclysm, because they took out one of my favorite quest lines from the game about Tyrion, my favorite NPC. However, once they brought WoW Classic back for realsies, then it's like, well, I don't need to play WoW Classic anymore. But the one that really kind of grinds my gears, the ones that are the most troublesome, the ones that are not trouble at all are the ones that are officially licensed, like P99, the EverQuest. Now, understanding the P99 did start out as an actual rogue/pirate server, you know, running the game when the devs, the game is still available to play. But they eventually went legit and got a license from Daybreak to run that game. To be an authorized EverQuest project. EverQuest Legends is kind of like in the same boat, only they're actually more, because they're actually licensed. I mean, they're like, Daybreak is actually actively helping them do things other than saying, okay, we're gonna license you and you just don't do this XYZ and then you're good. This is the terms of your license kind of dealio. But the ones that stick in my craw are the ones that are actively trying to steal the game. Or actively trying to compete with the game. Like the EverQuest Rogue server, the Hero's Journey. This is why they're in court right now. Getting their asses handed to them by Daybreak. Where are you going? What are you fighting? Oh, we're fighting spiders over here? Okay. So, like, if you're gonna run a rogue server, you need to set it up so that you're not making money off that shit. Because otherwise you are taking away from the company running an active game. Okay, I'm getting myself lost. Not to be confused with Storm Lost, who's over here. Okay, we were in here killing things. No, we weren't. They were sleeping. Whoopsie doodle. Well, that went someplace I wasn't expecting it to go. The ones that are created to actively replace, or trying to actively replace the game, that's when it's not cool. It's like, yo, bro. You don't own this shit. Sometimes the answer to the question is, no, you can't have it. You're not supposed to have it. Okay, I'm gonna let Froggo deal with that. I'm gonna stand back here. So, for example, I would play this shit out of a Wildstar server, a Landmark server, but I will never play a Locho or DDO server unless it's run by Standing Stone. Because they're actively developing the games, and just because I may not like the direction of the game, well, you know, sometimes the answer is too fucking bad. Right? You just gotta, like, suck it up, Cupcake, and deal with the fact that you don't like your favorite game anymore, go find something else to play. Don't steal that shit. And so, for me, that's why they're pirate servers. They're not. Some of the projects they're definitely in it for the love of the game, and you can tell the ones that aren't.
Imprisoned by webs, beg you to free them from their bonds.
No, y'all can stay in here. Nobody likes pixies. Pixies suck. But in general, like, in official spaces, you know, in terms of, well, what if somebody made a DDO private server? Like, yeah, I don't want to know about it. Don't tell me. I don't care. I'm just going to play the real game. Dead Reapers aren't much fun. And again, as a reminder, we do have a points giveaway going on. Next week, be here next week because we're going to be doing... Oh, this fight's spicy. We are going to be doing... an Isle of Dread Ultimate Edition giveaway. Well, hopefully I won't die. But I did. Rana! Rana! Save me, Rana! Help me, Rana! Help me, Rana! Oh, yes. Thank you. Alright. Don't die, Druid. Don't die, Druid. Don't die, Druid. Don't die, Druid. Oof. Okay. Well, we gotta get back to the nearest shrine. That one was close, right? Well, I want those dragon shards. Oh no! Are they blocked? No, I got them. Hello, pixies. Alright, back to the nearest shrine. So I did see a spider. There's an ettercap up that way. Or was it that way? We're gonna follow. We're gonna backtrack until I get to a shrine. Okay, this was not the room I was looking for. But there is that one shrine down in the basement. Where the spooters are. So we're gonna, wow. Beautiful. So they can't use the rest shrine again, but at least we've got a lot of spell points. So we're back in full health. Because remember, we're running on Reaper. We're having fun running on Reaper. Okay, where was I? Did I go... I went down this way. Okay, we were here. Okay, there's dudes up here. Maybe something dropped out of that. A resonating scepter of something. Of quality healing lore, okay. Okay, okay, we already came this way. Alright, so we're just clearing the map there. I'm gonna follow this pathway into certain doom.
Three different pathways converge in this chamber. A draft of fresher air comes from the lower path.
Forget what's up here, actually. Oh, more dudes to kill. And more pixies to save. Hello, my darling. Hello, well, okay. It doesn't quite do that dance. Alright, so there's two here. Thank you for freeing me. And this goes back to where we already were. Because that's where that chest is. Alright. Now let's go get that blast of better air. Right in the Liberty gibbet. Oh shit. There's a shrine back here. If I'm gonna die by the shrine. Because this is the smart play. Die by the shrine.
Always losses in war. You know that.
And then have everybody rest here. Alright, let's clear some of these dudes out. Oof. Alright, we're gonna rack up a whole shit ton of things here. Or Rana will res me, and that'll be cool. And just kind of wear them down. Oh, I'm still dead. Alright. Those spitters are rough! That's okay. We're good. We're good. Oh, I'm still dead. Ha ha.
This is not according to plan.
No shit! There we go. We got them all. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw all of these butt heads back here. Watch this.
I've done my part. Get out there and finish the job, soldier.
Alright, turn everybody back here. Everybody back here. heal, you're on your own for a little bit. Oh, wait. Where is my weapon? Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. What I really need to do is put this down here. What are you doing, Stormlost? Are you seeping? Are you eeping? Alright. That was nice. Okay. And I got a mysterious remnant out of it. Man, I have got 4 death thingies on me. I think we'll actually be okay. I mean, the hirelings have a lot of health or spell points. I don't really feel the need to shrine.
Your companion died well.
Jesus Christ. But we're still going back to the shrine. Alright, let's go res everybody. This is legitimately the first time I've ever done this quest on Reaper on any character. Okay, shrine, everybody shrine. Alright, everybody's awake. Let's everybody have a break. Everybody
You fought
shrine.
and you bled, but at least you're not dead.
Okay, Albrecht didn't actually shrine. Albrecht is a dumbass. Alright. End fight time. Alright, let's make sure everybody's here first.
You found those responsible for capturing the pixies. Time to teach them a lesson.
The dead feel no shame.
I'm running back to my favorite shrine. I didn't pick up anybody's soul stones. So this is gonna be spicy. Spicy. I don't know if anybody can I do this? No. That's fine. We'll just do this the hard way. We'll fight one person at a time until the big boy shows up. Come on, come in here. Alright, it's all good. Alright, I don't think I can actually res anybody because they're already too far away. And I can't summon them to me to do anything. Okay. Where'd he go? Oh. I fell over again. Let's hit a health pot or two first. That's fine. Come over here, buddy. I don't know what that sound is. Ooh, that was a waste of a pot. What are you doing, kitty cat? You know what I don't actually have? Why don't I have my birdie with me? Why? What does my birdie do for me? Do I have any? Oh, I just have the PRR out of this. Okay. I was wondering. We're gonna get this. It's just gonna take a little bit of time. And I have like a whole 100 stack of pots floating around, so I'm not too fussed about the pots. Yeah, look how much damage I did to him. Hitting all my cooldowns like a pro. Might get him down this time. Might get him down this time. Oh, very sleepy kitty. Screw you!
The local pixies are now safer, though none is truly safe on the savage isle of Dread.
Hey everybody, I did the fight all by myself, except there's this jackass. And he's toast. And this guy. That guy's toast. This may be bad. This may be bad. Nope, we're good. We're good. I'm gonna res everybody before I bounce out of the quest, though. That's what we call finding a way to get it done without spending for a cake. Alright. Open up. Hello? Again, I'm getting caster equipment. That's hilarious. Okay. So let me res the hires and then we'll bounce and we'll do another quest. Or we'll see if Stonejaw is up, because apparently beating a raid boss on the landscape is a hell of a lot easier than this quest on Reaper. Alright, everybody's alive. Sweet. So that was fun. We persevered. It's not as clean or as nice as a lot of other people would be doing these quests, but this is how I roll.
Dense webs enshroud the base of this huge exotic tree.
This huge exotic tree. Okay. Let's go. Man, I should probably go to the Tabaxi camp and repair my gear. But no, we're gonna go see if the Dire Bear is home. He is not home. Alright, let's go see if the Ettercap dude is home. Because, yeah, that was a bunch of deaths. And, again, better players would not have died even once on Reaper. But that's part of the fun for me of playing DD. I was trying to figure out a way through what I've done.
Ready, soldier?
Okay, nothing good out of that. And we are going to be doing a giveaway. Actually, I should do the giveaway now. Let me see. Alright. For 100 DDO points, last chance, get the word points in chat somewhere. And we're going to go see if Tree Leveler is home. If he's home, we'll kick his ass. I don't know. I'm debating between actual food or... Alright. He is home. Alright. Hi, Tree Leveler. How you doing, buddy?
Don't get weighed down.
Hey! I already have one of those. I have a few of those. But it can always use more. Legendary Fire Mouth Helmet. Because, yay! You're considering ice cream now? Yeah, see, I could do chocolate chip ice cream with unicorn magic shell on top. You already had real food. Well, I also had real food, but I didn't have enough real food. Surprising, you may surprise a lot of people, but I don't actually eat very much. And I don't eat 3 meals a day. I had no breakfast. Okay, the water weird is home. The water weird is kind of difficult because you have to be like right on top of it to do melee attacks on it. And then you get to where you can't perform this action underwater. It ended in violence. You have mint chocolate chip? That's a good one. It's definitely not my favorite. But that's okay. Everybody can have their own favorite ice cream. We don't have to like the same ice cream. But I'm honestly feeling like I should get real food. Though, to be fair, I also have potato chips, and I kind of really just want some starch.
The Tabaxi have set up a campsite here, their colorful tints billowing in the breeze. The creatures don't seem to be worried about attacks from beasts or marauders. No doubt, the Isle of Dread has learned to fear the Tabaxi's claws.
Fear. Alright, saving that. Saving that. Saving that. Getting rid of all this other crap. Storm lost its pets. And she's a good kitty. Yep, but let's do the giveaway. Give away clothes. Give away draw. Isotope! Hey! Congrats! Isotope has won the thing. Let me go get my page of codes. Grab the code. It's at the top of the pile. Copy. And click you, click Whisper. And code is sent. Been sent. Been sent. Boop. Congratulations. Alright. Next week we're gonna have some fun shenanigans. So I guess, since I have to offload the 2 Isle of Dread codes, by Monday, including Monday, what we're gonna do is I'm going to save my Shadowdale pet codes for, well, I guess I'm going to save them for, I guess the charity run. Oops, I forgot there was a trike dude there. It's exciting, because these are the ultimates, and again, I will caution anybody looking to win those. If you already have used an Isle of Dread ultimate code on your account, you will not get the autos boxes. Because it's always said on the website, 1 autos box per account, and 1 of each of those based on Isle of Dread. Oh, Stonejaw's home. Alright, let's stop over here. Get these guys out of... I am focused. What the fuck are you talking about? See, this is why I stopped using the Resolute. And honestly, the only reason I picked the Resolute Gemstone is because the Gemstone itself was blue. The icon was blue. Hey, buddy! Gonna give me something nice on the way out? Come on, you know you wanna... Oh, crap. I was actually going to do that giveaway a little bit later in the stream. I just realized I'd only been streaming for 2.5 hours. So we're going to probably do another quest. And we're also going to kick the glazy butt. Which, these days, you don't want to say that word. Well, that was fun. I don't know what happened there. It just, like, shut down. And when I was trying to get back on, it tried to start casting on Lotro streams. I need to fix that. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm not actually still casting on Lotro stream. Okay, it's not on... I'm not on Lotro stream right now. Good. Alright. Let me finish this off here. That was weird. I don't think it actually initiated. Yeah, it didn't save a VOD, so I caught it quick enough that it didn't actually save anything on the Twitch side. It just caused the go live thing. That was weird. I was wondering why you were saying the T-Rex ate the strain mod flare. I was wondering about that shit.
Don't get weighed down. Fast legs feed the wolf.
Oh.
It's a full backpack.
Okay. Interesting results there. Okay, y'all still with me? Welcome back. I think Isotope was too powerful for the giveaway thing. Weird. Okay. What are we doing? Quest. What quest should we do? I would hesitate to do Stone Crypt Chronicles because that quest lags like a motherfucker. But we're gonna go back to the nearest shrine and we're gonna shrine up. We could do one of the Bullywug quest, I guess. Oh, we could do the Triceratops one. But I want to use the shrine that's over here first. Before I go into another quest, we're gonna use the shrine. Isengard. That's like the stupid pun that they do, and it's hilarious. I love it. Alright. The next quest does have a spicy fight in it. A potentially spicy fight. Alright. Let's go into the potentially spicy fight. So I'm going to have to go back and fix the recording before I upload this to YouTube. So that'll take a little while. We'll do Wild Thing! You make my heart sing! You took everything! The Sam Kinison version, of course. Though the original one by the Trogs is also good. The OG. And I'm gonna tickle a kitten catten. Why? Because she's right here.
Some large creature has wreaked havoc on the surrounding landscape. An islander surveys the failed trees and crushed huts. No doubt he's the tracker you were sent to find. You find a bowl nestled in the grass. There's some kind of sticky, fragrant liquid at the bottom of the bowl. Based on the dirt that still clings to its roots, this tree was knocked over quite recently.
This first fight can get spicy. Not this fight, but... You are very welcome, Isotope. Appreciate you always hanging out. Chilling.
creature commands a group of marauders below. The marauders seem to be brewing something over the campfire.
Ooh. They got me good. No, not Rana!
There's losses in war. You know that.
I'm staying out of trouble. Why was that not casting my heal? Why was that not casting me heal? And you know what? I never changed my binding either. Good going, Druid. Alright. We'll get back there. Probably gonna do some character cleanup and getting some stuff ready. Because some of the characters on my list, the brand new ones, I never actually set them up properly. I created them long enough to get them to the Anniversary Island and didn't bother actually setting up like their spells or anything like that. So we're probably gonna wind up doing that here after the stream. Alright, we're good. Let me get my health back and repair my shit and sell my shit. Nimbind with the raid. Nimbind, I missed you at PAX East. You and Voodoo. Let's buy some crispy bacon and buy that. And also, is there a soul binder here? There's got to be a soul binder here. Is it someplace really weird? Because if it is, I'm not gonna worry about it. See, I'm used to going to taverns and talking to the innkeeper, and the innkeeper lets you bind your hearthstone there. Was there any news? No, not really. I'm just shooting the shit with Sev. We had Convalaria was there, Tonquin was there, Flimsy, Torque, Cord, one of the guys from Lotro, the housing dude scenario, very good people, and Snipes, aka our man in Havana. You know what? I bought the bacon. Did I buy the bacon? Did I eat the bacon? I did not eat the bacon, so I did not waste the bacon. Wasting bacon is a crime against humanity. But I'm looking forward to Gen Con. I did get one of the new Natural 20 hoodies that came out. I don't know if they're necessarily going to have them, any more of them for Gen Con. I would hope so, because it would make sense to have them. I do know there's supposed to have been a stack of cards, those cards they gave out last year at Gen Con. They had something similar or a new stack of those same cards, and Cordo left them in his glove box. And had only remembered when I asked him, hey, didn't you guys have those cards you were going to do? Hopefully Voodoo's gone, you can't afford it this year. Yeah, I understand that, Nimbin. Sucks, you know, being between the gigs. He's still hogging Matthew Lillard from us. Keep telling him to bring him into DDO. Anyone from Purple Worm. I actually met Sev's brother last year at Gen Con. That was kind of cool. And the co-host, or the main host of Purple Worm, Bill Rehor. They both were really, really cool dudes. I'm petting a cat, in case you're wondering why I'm just sitting here chatting with y'all. We're almost done with the evening, though. I don't know how much more time I have. I had a half hour left until I got myself murdered. Murder most foul. Jelly beans for a tabaxi? Oh, a tabaxi at a guild called Jelly Beans? Can I jump up there? Come on. There we go. You see this beautiful purple Reaper cloak, Nimbit? Voodoo helped me get that. On this particular character, no less. We just ground out some Grimmin Barret, some Into the Mist, did Wrath of the Earth. We had a whole pile of fun. Alright. I think this character just needs more gear and more DPS to really do Reaper, I'm thinking. Because she's still on her first life, so she doesn't have any past lives. None of that shit. I think it would be cool to have Matthew Lillard actually, like, DM a quest for us. Or, you know, something like that. But I don't know. I mean, he has to cost a lot. But I think a Purple Worm collab would be amazing. Because there was, like, Sev actually DM'd a non-streamed version, like an actual 5-player table of Purple Worm at Gen Con last year. And he's worked with Beetle Ingram. He's done, he did a lot of work on Skullduggery that they released. Shush. I'm riding around. I don't think I'm going to actually go back to that quest, at least tonight. Because we are so close to getting out of here. But I think there would probably have to be some licensing bullshit to get sorted out in order for that collab to be a thing. I don't know. But I do have to say Purple Worm has a kick-ass theme song. Holy shit. Hey! Hey! That's useful even to this character. Because I have the regular Demon Heart Emerald probably in her kit, but having the legendary one will be better. Ooh, and a legendary victory. Hell yeah. I'll take all of that shit. Bronze guy? Bronze guy. Yeah, I was not making a stone joke. Remind me to go back to Anniversary Island at the end of the evening and make sure I redo my buff. Because again, the buff doesn't vanish with the anniversary. If you have it on a character, it will just start counting down as you play that character normally. So you'll get another 6 full hours of named loot buff. So do it.
The mission is going well.
Man, I'm getting all kinds of spellcaster shit on this character. Well, I did turn off do stuff by class because I was wanting to see if I could get the gold curse dagger in Saltmarsh. Okay. No stone gel this time, alas. I should have done better with Wild Thing. But I'm not sure this character is really meant to do Rebria. She just doesn't have any past lives. And I still need to spend a Reaper point. Ooh, Dire Bear's home this time. There you go.
Keep that up.
I'm getting all these dino bone things and not getting any freaking boosts on them. What the fuck? Alright, let's check Tree Leveler. You need to learn the path of the rares. Yeah, it's not that difficult once you've done it several million times. There's a couple of different variants of the path that I do.
And shroud the base of this huge exotic tree.
Sometimes I'll go for Tree Leveler and then come back to this guy. Sometimes I'll do this guy first, then go over to Tree Leveler. And then after either or both of these, I would do the Water Weird.
Good form.
If you like my form, that's amazing. I think we will. I think we've done about 3 hours. I forget when I actually started streaming. It was almost 8:30. So we'll maybe go a little bit longer. We're gonna go fight. We'll do the rest of the rares, except the dragon, because the dragon can kiss my damn ass. Hopefully they'll do a regeneration of the landscape here to get those floating things out of the air. I feel bad about that. Okay, no Water Weird. There are on the DDO wiki, there is somebody who will make maps of all of the areas. And she will have all of the rares and all of the scrolls potential locations, because most of the scrolls will appear in like one of two places. So sometimes it's in this place, sometimes it's in this other place. Oh, Kopru's up.
No mercy, no anger. Focus.
I'm not mad. I'm mad. Are you mad? You mad, bro? I'm getting all this caster shit. It's telling me I should TR this character and make her into a caster. It's as if... But then I have a pile of casters, though. I like playing casters. Oh, this guy's up this time around. Hey!
Don't get weighed down. Fast legs feed the wolf, not a full backpack.
Okay, let's go hit up the Glazebro. Why did they build this like this? I mean, out of character, I know why it's built that way, but it's so silly. It's so silly. Don't kill the... Albereth, leave the squirrel alone, sir. I just like killing these bronze living statues. I don't know why. I like to kill them. Alright, let's go find the other crest. Thank you for the follow, Agent. I'm sorry, Argent Idreco. I probably mangled that name. I apologize if I have done so, and if you feel obliged to advise me how to pronounce your name, I will do my very best to not mangle it again. Alright, let's go kill the glazy butt. And again, just as a reminder, next Monday, right here, I will be giving away one copy of Ultimate Isle of Dread. And I will also be giving away another one Sunday night on DDO stream. Hey, glazy butt. Get your ass over here. Whee! I went flying. I feel like I'm in Benny Hill. Who put the curse on him? We cursed this ancient bound one. Hell yeah. Oh no, Froggo, don't die. And he's gonna stay cursed until he dies. Unless he has, remove curse as one of his spells, and I don't think he does. Whee! again, when I'm on a ranged character or a caster fighting this guy, and he flings me up in the air, I just shoot him from up in the eye. Hi, Harley. How you doing? Oh no, Froggo done perished. Okay, well, Muse is kind of stricken, but heal yourself. Muse! Heal yourself. Oh, sure. Summon the bullywugs to help you out. Can't fight your own fights. I see how it is. I am nauseated. What did I do? I'm noticing that the animation when he's like leaping through the air very much resembles the same animation Giants and Lotro do in the Fords of Bruin and Skirmish. Like when they're falling off those high platforms and into the river. And now that you've seen it, Monothere, you can't unsee it. Okay, I just ran through a rock. Yeah, sensible asset reuse. I mean, they do that all the time. I mean, they use a lot of the same combat barks. So, like, when Albrecht is making his noises when he's getting hit, I'm like, oh, that sounds like a human male. And I'm also wondering, something Orion once said is that he and Maid of Lions, I believe he said, had actually made the original human male combat sounds for like minstrels, and I think he said captains. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, the bullywugs finally showed up. That's fine. He's toast. Glabrezu. Ooh, got a Dinobone Scimitar. Thief will eventually be able to use that when he comes across. Again, no legendary. 4 black pearls, though. That's hot. How many black pearls have I gotten today? I got 2 star fragments, 3 legendary quartermaster's chits, 12 black pearls, and a whole pile of dino bones. Not bad. I'm trying to remember. There aren't any other rares other than the dragon. The dragon sucks. Yes, you now cannot unhear a man's guardian screaming in the voice. I don't know if they still, like, it might be a scratch voice thing, kind of like, occasionally Cordovan does, some voices for DDO, and then they remove it and put in the actual voice actor who's intended to be there. Hi Teal, what you up to? Did we stop by Stonejaw this time? We must have done, didn't we? Yeah. Let's recall. Because we're at time. And so that was a lot of fun. I, again, appreciate everybody for hanging out here. Alright. Let's repair my shit, though. I would like to trade. I would like to repair, please. So we had a good loot day today. We got a Dino Bone Scimitar. I don't think I had one of those before. Got a whole pile of bound to character shit. Got a whole pile of gems, some of which I can actually use, some of which not so much. And I'm gonna do some housekeeping here after the stream. Yeah. I'm not gonna make y'all watch that shit. I will, however, go up to my guild airship and redo my guild buffs. And yes, Raven, that's what's gonna be my next stop. Is I was gonna go to the place and do the thing. There we go. Guild buffs first. I mean, yeah, I've got 3 hours and 52 minutes, but it's not the same as having 5 hours and 59 minutes. Hall of Heroes, please. And we'll just go talk to the Djinn. Because we don't actually have to go to the anniversary place. We're going to just talk to the Djinn right here. Thank you! And then we can talk to Tad, who has his own fan club right here. Okay. Let's clear these things. We'll throw them in there. I'm just laughing at that one so freaking hard. Alright, this goes in here. I am definitely going to crunch down at least 2 of these, 1 of those. I have to go see what other stuff I have in here. Doesn't look like I have anything. And then a belch. And the scimitar is going to actually be useful. Oh, I did it again, didn't I? Did I not? Yes, I did. Storm lost? What's up? Oh. You've got to flee. You've got to flee someplace. Poor kitten cattin. Oh, and she's gonna just flop right back down. She's gonna go eating. But the dino weapons can stay in the 30s folder. But we got all the stuff in the main folder. Alright. We got our buffs back. We've got everything going for us right now. So, we had a lot of fun. Died a lot. And yeah. I enjoyed myself, even though I did die a lot. I'm not fussed about having my character die. I'm not that. I'm just glad I managed to get through the quests or get them sorted out, one way or the other. All right. So my next stream is going to be Thursday. I have been streaming. WoW then, but I'll be honest, not too many people have come to watch me play WoW. So I might be playing either Lotra or DDO. We'll find out. Or I might be playing something completely different, maybe Dune. Well, if I'm streaming, I want people to watch. But it's not as much fun as you know, people like to watch a game that they themselves play. And most of the people that I know who play Dune, for example, are already either watching somebody else play Dune on the same server, or they just don't watch people play Dune. They're actually playing in-game. Because it's a role-playing server, which is kind of fun and interesting. And yeah, I mean, I enjoy playing WoW. I've been doing a lot. I was working on getting a second character on her path to level cap. But I'd have to do way more stuff to get her up to level cap than the thing I was doing this weekend. So, whatever. Anywho. Big giveaways next week in DDO. I'm going to have giveaways on the Lotra site as well on Friday. I'll be doing 2 streams on Friday. My Lotro stream, but it'll be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon because Professor Corey is going to Texmoot. And when he goes to Texmoot, I take his time slot because I'm normally on right after him. And what that will mean is Friday evening, I'll have a second Lotro stream. So you'll have first Lotro stream, and then you'll have a second unofficial Lotro stream. And on both of those, I will be giving away 1 each of a Corsairs of Umbar quest pack and a Legacy of Morgoth quest pack. Not the most recent expansion, but the 2 previous to that. And help you get caught up with the current story while we play Kingdoms of Harad. And the Lotro anniversary is coming up soon. And with the Lotro anniversary comes the annual anniversary marathon where I raise money for Extra Life and play through the entire 11 years plus epilogue plus chasing down the Standing Stone housing decoration. And I need to decide which character I'm going to run that on. I haven't decided which day it's going to be, but it's definitely not going to be the weekend of April 9th because we have a moot on April 9th. And it can't be the weekend of... No, May 9th. May 9th we have a moot. And it can't be April... the weekend of April 18th because we got the Space Showcase for Signum University. I forget when the DD or Lotro anniversary starts. I think it's actually on the 23rd. It starts on the 23rd. So we're probably going to be either April 25th or May the 2nd. I'm going to make so many damn Star Wars jokes if it's May the 2nd. And that one, I don't know what I'll have to give away, but it'll be fun. We'll figure it out. I'll shake Cordo for more things. Anyhow, you know the drill. Be good. If you can't be good at it. I also will be giving away... well, actually, I'm not going to do that I'm not going to do that on Friday, but later this month, I'll have a Lotro 30-day VIP code to give away. So, yeah. I will talk to you all later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following. Thanks for the raid. The raid's a plural. And, yeah, I'm going to go chill the fuck out and do some housekeeping. All right. Bye now. Talk to y'all later. I'm going to hit a button.